Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Moo Outdoors. I'm out here at Kucher's Park in Reading. Today, Headwaters Adventure Company is hosting a Hobie Demo Day. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of Hobies here, about 15 different Hobie models. And today I'm here to try out the new Passport. It just came out beginning of the month, and a lot of shops got it sometime last week. So I'm really excited to see it, and the price point is at $12.99. We have Brian over here from Headwaters Adventure Company.
Yeah.
So what's going on today, Brian?
We're doing a Hobie Demo Day, so we have pretty much every model of Hobie kayak out here, and letting people try it out. Totally free. You just show up, sign a release form, get a wristband, and you're ready to go.
Have you tried the Passport yet?
I have. Yeah, it's for the price, man. It's hard to beat. Comes in at $12.99, which is great. Nice framed seat, lightweight, 10.5 feet long, tracks really well. It's a nice boat for the price. It's really tough too, so we've thrown it up on top of our rep's van. He just strapped it down and off he went.
Alright guys, Brian's gonna talk about the Passport a little bit.
Yeah, so this is the all-new 2019 Hobie Passport. Just came out, was released about a week and a half ago. We just got shipment of ours last week. Comes in, like I said earlier, $12.99, 10.5 feet long, 34 inches wide. Kind of their price point boat. You still get a nice frame seat, nice comfortable mesh bottom, mesh back, up and down rudder. This is kind of a manual rudder, so you do have to push it up, push it down manually. It does come with the original Hobie drive. This isn't the GT drive. This is OG, what they originally designed back in the day. You can add turbo fins to it if you wanted to, so that does make for a nice upgrade. Or you can upgrade to the reverse drive in any of the other boats if you wanted to.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, kind of makes it easy. Nice bungee cords in the front. You can still put a sail on this too, which is awesome. The Mirage drive well is a little different than the other boats. This has the inflatable style latches. So not like the click and go style in all the other kayaks, but still works really well. Nice 8-inch round hatch in between your legs, so you can store whatever you want inside the boat. A couple gear tracks, left side, right side. Steering's on your left. You've got your 2 flush mount rod holders in the back, along with a nice bungee cord system over the tank well. So this is the all new Hobie Passport.
So about the price, $12.99.
$12.99, man.
So how do they do it?
You know what? These are actually thermoformed polyethylene plastic. So what they're doing is they're forming the hull, and then they form the deck of the boat separately, and they weld the two together. So this isn't a glued seam. This is actually a welded seam. But the thermoforming process makes it a little more affordable.
I see.
So you get a boat that comes in really less expensive than the other boats, but really good Hobie product.
Okay, so is it the same kind of plastic though?
It is. It's
okay.
actually the same kind of plastic as their other boats. It's just formed a little different. They form it out of a sheet instead of powdered plastic in a mold.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I really like the simple design.
It is.
Yeah.
So a lot more simplified for those people looking to get into like a pedal drive kayak, but not looking for all of the fishing rich features with like the Outback or the Pro Angler, but you still get gear tracks. So you can still add rod holders, you can still put a fish finder on this if you wanted to.
Yeah, even my Regal 13 doesn't have gear tracks.
I know, right? Yeah, it comes with it now. So yeah, then you still get the 2 rod holders behind the seat, which is great. And like I said, the seat is really comfortable, really lightweight too, so it doesn't add a whole lot of weight to the boat. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's fun to pedal around, easy to load, easy to unload, really simple rudder system, so you don't have to worry about rudder lines getting snagged up, tangled up, that kind of stuff. Yeah, try it out, man.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Of course.
I'm going to get out there.
Have fun.
I don't really want to jump that limit without that life jacket. This water's full.
So, like Brian said earlier, the motor is actually manual. You manually have to put this down. You have to put the rudder down yourself.
Yeah.
Let's climb in. All right. I'm gonna be testing out the paddleability first. See how this thing paddles. Actually, paddles pretty good. For being 10.5 feet long and 34 inches wide, it actually paddles pretty good. Probably it's because it's got the rudder on it. So yeah, it's good paddling. Alright, let's try out the Mirage Drive. So Mirage Drive, this is the I believe this is a V2. Yeah, this is a V2 non-reverse Mirage Drive, just like the one that I have in the Revo 11. But this does not have a turbo fin, so can't really compare the speed with this and my Revo 11 yet. But I will put on the turbo fin on just a little bit later to do a little comparison. Moving quite well. Feels very stable. Of course, 34 inches wide, it's gonna feel stable. Here we go. Let me use my other app because this is reading up to 6 miles per hour. I know I'm not traveling that fast. Let's see. So speed wise, it's actually moving really good even without the turbo fins. And it's turning really good. But that's what's expected. For shore boats, right? Alright, time for a little standability test. First time standing up on it. Okay. Okay. So standability, yes, it's you can definitely stand up on it. But if you compare to the Outback, since the Outback has a little higher seat, it's somewhat easier to stand up on. Even though this is the same width as the Outback, Outback just feels more comfortable standing up. Try this again. Alright, here we go. Second time standing up, feels much better actually. But sitting back down is a little bit of challenge because the seat is so low. I don't know if you can adjust the seat height. I don't think you can, but try this again. Alright, not bad actually. You could definitely stand up and fish out of it. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. And the deck of the boat is pretty solid. I didn't notice any give or flex to it, so which is good. Let me put the camera back here. So how did they come up with the $12.99 price point? Like Brian said earlier, this is not rotor mode, just like other Hobies. Rather that this is thermal mode. So they were able to cut the price down with that, and also I'm noticing it's much simpler. There's no hatch, there's no front hatch, just a round hatch in the front of the seat. That will cut the cost down. And even the rod holder is not a molded in rod holder. It's basically a flush mount rod holder they added on. So that's going to cut the cost down. And even with the paddle, instead of getting a carbon paddles, you're getting aluminum paddles. So that's going to cut the cost down. But for $12.99, I think this is a great boat. So my question is, can this handle the ocean? The one thing I'm noticing is the bow is really closer to the water. So you are going to get a lot of water onto the deck. Even with the 1 foot of surf, you're going to get some water onto the deck. Stability wise, it's stable enough, yes. Speed wise, yeah, definitely. This thing actually moves around pretty good, even without the turbo fins. You could easily pedal this thing against the current, against the wind. So there's that. The hull design is not meant to cut through the waves. So most of the time, you're going to be going over the swells, over the waves, and a lot of water onto the deck. If you're okay with that, I think this is totally capable. My River 11 is not that much longer. It's only a foot longer, but it's got the pony bow that really helps cutting through the waves, but this one doesn't. At the same time, I know very many people who takes out Hobie Sport into the ocean, into the bay, and fishes it. Hobie Sport is actually shorter than this. I believe that's 9 feet 7 inches. So I guess it comes down to your comfort level and your skill level when it comes to fishing in the ocean. Definitely this is going to be a wet boat. I'm going to paddle this again a little bit. The stability, oh man, you got stability all day. 34 inches wide. And the stability of Outback. Paddleability, surprisingly paddles better than I would expect for such a short boat.
Sit up. My turn to take care of you.
Thank you, sir.
Big difference.
Push me up a little bit. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, I got the 180 drive turbo fin on it now. And let's see how fast this thing can go. You want to race, Sandy?
No, you'll win. You got better.
Come
pedal-
on,
you
that
got better-
thing is so
you got
fast.
better pedal skills than I have paddle skills.
Alright. I'm definitely feeling the resistance like I normally do. And it's really pushing the boat. So I'm so used to the turbo fins. I only use the regular standard fin a couple times, but most of the time I'm using a turbo fin. So I'm more used to this right now, and it's moving pretty good. But by no means, this is not a Weebo. It's not as fast as a Weebo. If I said that, I'll be lying. And I'm comparing this to an Outback, and definitely Outback is still faster than this. Outback being almost 13 feet long, same width, obviously the hull speed is going to be faster. But this still moves very good. I don't have my fish finder here, so I can't really give you an accurate speed that I'm pedaling, but I can say I'm definitely comfortably pedaling 3+ miles per hour. And with my Revo, I will get just over 5 miles per hour for the top speed. And with the Outback, the 2019 Outback, I get up to 4.7 top speed. And with this is just my guess, but I am getting above 4 miles per hour. And this thing actually moves pretty good. So for the quality standpoint, you can't really compare this with the Outback or Revo, even Sport. You know, obviously this is made to be $12.99. Other boats are made to be $2,000 and above. If you want to get into pedal kayaks, especially affordable ones, this is a really good option. This will be really good for bass fishing. Actually, you can stand up on it and fish. Plenty of stability. And the weight capacity is 325 as well. My Revo 11 is only 300 pounds. And you have plenty of stern space, plenty of little bow storage area for bass fishing. If you want something to take out in the ocean or in the bay, this is not the best option. But if you don't mind the wet ride, I think this is capable. Depending on your skill level, your comfort level, being on the kayak, out in the ocean or out in the bay, against the current, against the swell, against the wind. But if you are skilled enough, I think this is totally capable of being in the bay and also being out in the ocean on a calm day. And even with my Revo 11, people say it's too small for the ocean, but I've done it. And a lot of people say, you know, how do you do it on the Revo 11? But you know what? I feel really comfortable in it, unless the swell gets 8 or above. Then I'm like a little bit, I wish I had a Revo 13. But even with Revo 11, but it is still a foot longer than this. But I feel really comfortable in it. And like I said before, I know many people who takes Hobie Sports out into the ocean. That thing is shorter than this, narrower than this, but they still do it. Yeah, when it comes to kayaking the bay and the ocean, I think a lot has to do with your skill level and your comfort level. But once again, I'll have to emphasize, because the bow is so low to the water, it is going to be a wet ride. Which I don't mind at all. But out in the ocean, out in the bay, I'm wearing my wetsuit anyways, so I don't mind getting wet. But on a calm lake like this is a good boat for $12.99. If you guys have any questions about this boat, feel free to comment down below. Try to answer best as I can. If I cannot answer, I'll have Brian hop in and give you guys the answer. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Go outside and enjoy the outdoors.